We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in a victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He gets it complete to Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and 4.
Check 26, check 26. Keep up.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 15. Check 15.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a give, right side. It's Harris, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Harris, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a play fake. Carr.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Carr. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 4. This throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. First down, Harris, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 33. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. offense come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some sparks.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
58's the money. Go street. 58's the money. And we have you on the edge. Street. 19 tight. 19 tight. He can't hang.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second down, another run with Taylor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now they'll throw with Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On second down, this is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Carr. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Taylor. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is their fullback. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
What now? 180? Man, I got you. Hey, right 52.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as